Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is going to be on Hypnotic. Okay, now, when I first saw the previews for this months ago, I could not wait to see it. You know, I love the idea of subliminal messages, which is a real thing, and hypnotists, I've actually been hypnotized way back in high school. I was hypnotized, but I was a skeptic. I did not think that it was a real thing. I did not believe it would work, and it did. So now I'm kind of on the side of, hypnotism is a real thing. As far as what happens in this movie, maybe not so much, but I will say the idea of it was brilliant. So it came to the theaters, and then it left the theaters very quickly. And I started watching some reviews, and people weren't liking this movie, but I thought the trailers looked wonderful. So I was streaming through Peacock the other day and saw that it was on there, so I decided to watch for myself. And did I like it? Yes! This movie is good. I mean, it's not great. It's not a blockbuster hit, It's just a good movie to watch if you like mind-bending movies. Ben Affleck plays this detective looking for his daughter who was kidnapped by this unknown assailant, and he's trying to find out where she is, if she's even still alive. Now, I have to tell you that this video is going to be very short because I cannot talk about this movie too much because it'll give away way too many spoilers. Because this whole movie is one big spoiler if I say anything. So I'm going to limit what I'm going to say so I do not spoil anything for you guys. But just know that I really liked this movie. I love Mindbenders already. And this is a movie that once you see the whole thing, you kind of need to go back and rewatch it. And I love that in a movie. That means that it's got rewatchability. Will I see this movie multiple times? Probably not, but I did like it, and I do plan on watching it again because of things that happen, during the movie that makes you reflect back on stuff that happens in the beginning of the movie. And I love those kinds of films. This kind of film was great. The only thing I'd say is that it felt like it was like a made-for-TV movie. Which is not a bad thing, especially nowadays when made-for-TV movies are pretty much Netflix movies or HBO Max or something like that. But it didn't have that cinematic oomph. It's not Avatar or Star Wars, or some, big action flick. It's strictly a mind bender. And it's filmed like that. It's kind of filmed low budget, I would say. And that's not always a bad thing. And it wasn't a bad thing in this movie. It didn't take me out of it or anything like that. It's not like I didn't like it because of that. It's just something that I noticed that it looked like a made-for-TV movie. That being said, I did like it though. And I like the direction that it went in. Because, if you watch the trailer, which I suggest you do, watch the trailer to the movie before you see it. And then once you see the movie, you are going to be totally surprised. I'm telling you. And that is great. I hate when reveals are made in trailers. And the trailer does not spoil one thing. I was totally surprised throughout this whole movie. And it's filled with surprises. It's not like one big reveal, like M. Night Shyamalan. No, this is straight. It takes you in one direction at the beginning, then it's another direction in the middle, then it's another direction in the third act. And I thought that was brilliant. It's well written, not well shot, not really well directed, honestly. I thought some of the acting was wonky, even though you got some A-listers in there. But I felt like the script really didn't do the actors justice. And that's unfortunate. Honestly, if you like a mind bender, this movie will be for you because it's really simple. It's got a simple premise and it's nonstop. I was not bored throughout this whole movie. Not that it's a great, spectacular, like this is the movie of the year. It's not even in my top 10 or top 15 probably. But that doesn't mean it's not a good movie and worth watching. So I'm definitely going to suggest watching this movie because I had a good time. I wasn't bored. It was entertaining, and it had me guessing from the very first 5 minutes to the very last 5 minutes. And that's a good time for me when I have to really use my brain to think about what's going on. And you do not know what's going on at any moment in this movie. You know, what you think is going on is not what's going on. So just expect that, and you'll have a fun ride. So I really liked it, guys. And like I said, I can't talk too much about it, but all I can do is tell you that I did enjoy it, and I think you will enjoy it as well. But it's not all about what I think. What do you think? Have you seen Hypnotic? Do you plan on watching it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!